blessings, everyone. You might have come across this concept somewhere on the internet, or you might have heard somebody saying this, that reality is an illusion. But is it really so? And if yes, then how? So the science today, and quantum mechanics to be more specific, tells us that matter doesn't really exist. So when we go down at the level of subatomic particles, we find out that a subatomic particle, like an electron, exists as a cloud of energy. And the particle can be present anywhere in that cloud of energy, and it shows up only when we decide to look for it. So the way quantum mechanics describes it is that the subatomic particle exists as a probability wave. And only when we consciously look for that particle does that wave collapse into a particle and shows up as matter. So this reality works pretty much the same way. So I talked about these planes of existence in my earlier videos. There is a physical plane where matter exists. Then there is an emotional plane which is partly physical, partly non-physical. Then there is a mental plane where thoughts occur which are non-physical. But what is beyond these planes? So beyond these planes is all the probabilities, all the infinite probabilities that the universe holds. And out of those probabilities, the first thing that comes is the free will. And then the free will then chooses a thought out of all the possible thoughts. And then thought that then works to condense that probability into a physical reality. So a thought is a really powerful thing, and a thought, if thought repeatedly enough number of times, it becomes a belief, and a belief is what eventually becomes your physical reality. So this is what law of attraction really is. Some of you might have heard of the law of attraction, and it is one of the fundamental spiritual laws of the universe, and it says that whatever you experience in your reality is a reflection of who you are, and whatever you experience in your physical reality is what you have yourself attracted in your physical reality. And this is an amazing, mind-blowing concept to understand, because this thought is what is actually, to a large extent, controlling our lives. And you know what usually happens to most people is that there is an incessant activity of thinking going on in their minds, and they just cannot control their thoughts. But once we learn to consciously control and consciously choose our thoughts is when we start to live our lives in a conscious way, or it is then when we start to actually heal ourselves. So it is a really empowering concept, and I really love it personally. So I hope you enjoyed it, and till the next time, bye bye.